from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's a special Halloween night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
At the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook able to escape. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No way, he didn't get sacked.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Get up. Now get him back on the field. Get him back on the field, folks. Get him back. Get him back.
1st and 10.
Get him back.
They go play action. Cousins.
Now we got the sack.
Second back at the 36. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
The ring trips.
Oh
my gosh.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not good enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led, of course, by their 2nd-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here's a give to Barkley. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs,
Yes,
big
sir.
guy. Always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh my God.
Pass incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Forced out to his left.
Come on, bro.
St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Joe Burrow.
Now
For
Burrow
more
on
exchange.
1st down.
Oh my gosh, these guys.
Coverage and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with Cook. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll get this up to the 25.
They're going to keep rushing with Dalvin Cook.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Fights him off.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On my field goal. No touchdowns.
16, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Cowboys are the Cowboys.
Throwing, Cousins. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. They'll run for it with Cook, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 90.
Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Cousins to throw it.
My God,
Pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, the rookie out of Penn State, in to drop him for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Another.
Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
Oh, no.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Finds a seam inside the 40.
Saquon. Take it to the
house. Cowboys. Saquon Barkley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be right around the 37.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Oh, my God.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face a third down. Now Cousins. Oh, no, he lost
Oh, my gosh.
football.
Oh, my gosh.
Have recovered.
Oh, no.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
First down. Here's Burrow on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And
no.
belongs to the Vikings.
No way.
Going down the left side. It's a 2 minute. And he is in for the score. So how about this? A horrible mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and a 2-point conversion will tie it. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he'll get this up over the 25 to 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's going on. On the run, it's Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover.